Hi, everybody. Sheila Keeter here. I am your teacher for inclusion. I have a Teachers Pay Teachers shop called Teacher for Inclusion, as well as a blog, Teacher for Inclusion. Today, I would like to talk to you about thieves and scam artists because I have come across some several times now through my Teachers Pay Teachers shop. And it's still shocking to me that people do this, especially teachers, although we don't know if people are even teachers or not who post on Teachers Pay Teachers. But I just wanted to give you a few tips and suggestions about your resources to make sure that they're not lifted by some thieves or scam artists. And I call them thieves because they are. They're stealing people's idea, they're stealing people's work. And I used to not think of it as a big deal until it happened to me. So one day I was looking at a resource and I noticed it was on the first page. I was really excited about that. So the next thing I saw is someone had a title that was identical to mine. And I thought, that's odd because it wasn't an ordinary title. And then I looked closer and saw that they had a description of their resource, the exact description that was in my description. So I got very upset and I wrote to the person in the question section and I said, hey, I noticed you have my title and you also have my description. And I didn't think they had anything else because in their preview, it was different. And they wrote back to me and what was really strange to me is they wrote back and said things like, oh, I work 14 hours a day and I don't have another job and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, these are the things that I've said on my YouTube channel. So they were watching my YouTube channel. In the end, I figured out that they had stolen not just my descriptions and my titles, but they had stolen my resources. So all of the things that they had up did not belong to them. In the beginning, I was putting the preview in PDF, but I didn't know to write preview across it. So that would be my first suggestion, especially when you're really new, you just don't know. Make sure when you do your preview for your resource, you write preview or something all the way across your resource so it can't just be lifted. This person didn't even have to purchase my resource to steal it. They just stole it. I looked through more and bought more of their resources and they were identical to mine. And I contacted them and I contacted TPT and TPT said that what they did was considered egregious and their store was going to get shut down. And so I tried to reason with them and let them know their store would get shut down. It was a mistake because they shut it down themselves and then they reopened it with a very similar name. Then they proceeded to steal someone else's resources. And I told the person who they were stealing from about them. They turned them into TPT. They shut their store down again. They opened their shop, stole someone else's resources. I let that person know. And not even kidding you, in the span of a couple months, they had stolen a fourth person's resources. And now they're listed as, and I don't have any qualms about saying who they are, but they're listed as Teacher Cam, capital I, lowercase d. So if you have a novel study shop, you may want to check them out. But there are a lot of scams out there where people just steal resources and repost them. This person is posting hundreds of resources that don't belong to them and selling them and making money. Eventually, of course, they will get caught from TPT, and it is, I'd imagine, an exhausting job to constantly be stealing and posting other people's work. Can't feel too fulfilling either. So anyhow, that is just my cautionary tale for you. I hope that this never happens to you, but I'm learning, unfortunately, more and more from other people that this happens more often than you would even think. So make sure you check your resource, check the resources around your resources that are similar, because usually you can find them fairly easy if it's a copy of your resource. Okay, I hope, other than hearing this bad news, that you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.